Dear students, welcome back to online class. I am Rajendra Chandra Burman, lecturer, Department of English, Hamnagar Degree College, Hamnagar, Gopalpur, Tangan. Dear students, I hope you all are safe and sound at home and watching our online classes continuously. Dear students, I will discuss today on ACC English first paper, question pattern and marks distribution. Let's have a look of the sample question or question pattern. Question pattern and marks distribution. ACC examination English first paper. Subject code 107. Total marks 100. Time 3 hours. Sample question has two parts. Part 1, reading text 60 marks. Part 2, writing text 40 marks. Part 1, there are 6 questions. Question number 1, it has 2 parts. Part A, multiple choice questions 5 marks. Part B, comprehension questions 10 marks. Question number 2, information transfer or flowchart 10 marks. Question number 3, summarizing 10 marks. Question number 4, cloze test with cloze 5 marks. Question number 5, cloze test without cloze test 10 marks. Question number 6, rearranging 10 marks. Part 2, there are also 5 parts in part 2. Question number 7, writing paragraph answering questions 10 marks. Question number 8, completing a story 7 marks. Question number 9, writing an email or informal letter 5 marks. Question number 10, analyzing graphs or charts or maps 10 marks. Question number 11, appreciating short poems or stories 8 marks. Let's see sample question in details. Sample question, ACC examination English first paper, subject code 107, total marks 100, time 3 hours. Answer all the questions. Figures in the right margin indicate full marks. Part 1, question number 1. Read the passage and answer the following questions A and B. Here you can see a passage. The passage is about diaspora. This passage is taken from your textbook. Here you can see some highlighted words. You have to learn these words and answer question part A and B. Question part A, choose the best answer from the alternatives. Here you can see 5 multiple choice questions. Question number A, the word diaspora in the past line refers to number 1, people coming from other countries. Number 2, people who live in other countries for the time being. Number 3, people leaving their homelands to settle in other parts of the world. Number 4, people who work in other countries. Question number B, the best synonym of ravage is number 1, devastation. Number 2, suction. Number 3, revenge. Number 4, destroy. Question number C, the Aryans came to the Indian subcontinent from number 1, America. Number 2, Africa. Number 3, Central Europe. Number 4, Europe. Question number D, in Africa there have been dash. Number 1, massive diasporas. Number 2, no diasporas. Number 3, a little diasporas. Number 4, very little diasporas. Question number E, diaspora dash globalization. Number 1, results from. Number 2, destroys. Number 3, results in. Number 4, encourages. Here you can see the answer of multiple choice questions. Number A, Number 3, people leaving their homelands to settle in other parts of the world. B, number 1, devastation. C, number 3, Central Europe. D, number 1, massive diasporas. E, number 1, results from. Question number B. Answer the following questions. Here you can see 5 questions. Number A, what does diaspora refer to? Number B, why do diasporas occur? Number C, where did the Aryans come from? Number D, do you support diaspora? Why do you think so? Number E, what has globalization to do with diaspora? These 5 questions you have to answer by reading the text again. Question number A, what does diaspora refer to? Here the answer. A, the word diaspora refers to people who have left their homelands and settled in other parts of the world. Number B, why do diaspora occur? Answer B, diasporas occur for various reasons such as political or social oppression, people's desire to have a better life, or ravages of nature, globalization, etc. Question C, where did the Aryans come from? Answer, the Aryans came from Central Europe. Question D, do you support diaspora? Why do you think so? D, answer, yes, I support diaspora because people victims of oppression were ravages of nature and they suffer greatly and sometimes they die too. So I think in the globalized world, if people have a better life in other parts of the world, they should resort to diaspora. Question number E, what has globalization to do with diaspora? The new concept of globalization can now help draw so much attention to the phenomenon of diaspora. Question number 2, read the passage and make flowchart showing the iconic image of Nelson Mandela. Number 1 has been done for you. Here you can see a passage about Nelson Mandela. This passage is also taken from your textbook. Here I have highlighted some sentences using underline that will help you to make a flowchart. Here is a flowchart. Number 1, an advocate of human dignity. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 and 6 you have to complete with the short notes in each chart. Let's see the answer. Number 1, an advocate of human dignity. Number 2, a world's most revered public figure. Number 3, a celebrity messenger of freedom and human rights. Number 4, a world famous political prisoner. Number 5, a leader of mystic stature. Number 6, an embodiment of humanity, kindness and dignity. Question number 3, summarize the following text. Here you can also see a passage about Kuakata. This passage is also taken from your textbook. Here I have highlighted some sentences to make the summary easier way. You can start your summary in this way. The first line of the summary may be, the passage is about dash, or the passage deals with dash. Question number 4, read the following text and fill in the gaps with suitable word from the box. There are more words than needed. Make any grammatical change if necessary. Here you can see 12 words in box with fill in the gaps. You have to choose the best answer for each gap, and you have to write the answer. Here the answer is given for you. Question number 5. Fill in the gaps with appropriate word in each gap. Here you can also see A, fill in the gaps, and you have to answer the gap with suitable or appropriate words. For this you have to learn more vocabularies. Question number 6. The following sentences are jumbled. Rearrange them in a correct sequence. Here you can see 10 jumbled order sentences. You have to write the jumbled order sentence in a proper sequence. The answer is given below. Part 2. Question number 7. Write a paragraph on the historic speech of the 7th March answering the following questions. Here you can see 5 questions about the historic speech of the 7th March. You have to answer the paragraph writing the answer of these questions. Question number 8. The following is the beginning of a story. Complete it in your own words. Here you can see some lines of a story. You have to answer the story with the title, and the given lines must be written in blue ink, and the rest part of the story you have to write with black ink. Question number 9. Write an email or informal letter to your friend about your preparation for the ensuing examination. Question number 10. The pie chart shows the sources of environment pollution in a city. Now analyze the chart in at least 80 words. You should highlight the information and write the main features given in the chart. Here you can see a pie chart with the title of Sources of Environment Pollution. Environment may be polluted in many ways, such as powerhouse, household waste, vehicles, industrial waste, and toxic chemicals, and others. You have to write a paragraph with the information given in the picture. Question number 11. Write down the theme of the following poem, not more than 50 words. Here you can see a poem. You have to write a theme on the basis of this poem. This poem is taken from your textbook. It may be taken from outside of your textbook or other sources. Your homework, question number 1, 2 and 3, you will practice at home. That's all today. Keep healthy. Thanks for watching the video.